So we're going to take a breath and dive into this fun conversation. Relationships, specifically with a significant other. And after we have this discussion, you're going to understand that this can be carried into any relationship with our children, with a family member. But this particular topic is about with a significant other and that relationship with them. Narcissist. So I noticed within myself over the years, I would continually date the same person, just a different face. Does that sound familiar? And after a while, I began waking up to this pattern. And it was over time that I realized that at some point, like I mentioned before, it has to be me. But society teaches us to deflect. It teaches us to deflect from us and point the finger at someone else. And when we do that, it can be a level of being unaware what you're doing, but you are creating and painting yourself as a victim. And whenever we are a victim isn't empowered. And so we are past being a victim. We're here to empower ourselves. And this, remember, and I'll always come back to this, this isn't about critiquing ourselves. It's about perfecting ourselves, rising into the essence of who we truly are. And so I began understanding that I'm only pulling me to me. So society, one thing that they state is opposites attract. And so when you accept that belief that opposites attract, when you're in a relationship that's a narcissistic relationship, if that stands true, opposites attract, that means that other person must be a narc, therefore I'm not. And when you are saying you aren't and that person is, that means the issue would be with them, and that's deflecting. The reality is this world, we're vibration and we're energy, and opposites do not attract. Like attracts. So like attracts like. And I had to accept that I was a narcissist as well. What? Huge thing to accept. But when you are willing to go through that tunnel, there is light, and you come out so free, and you step into the life of your dreams because you're willing to explore yourself, which is the purpose we came here for anyway. Okay? We came here to explore ourselves and understand ourselves on a deeper level, not to understand someone else, to understand ourselves. And we are magnets. So we're going to pull whatever it is, people, experiences to us that help us unravel ourselves and rise. So this is very beautiful that you found this video and this video found you, because it just is a reflection of where you are and your willingness to explore yourself. So I accepted that I'm a narc. And I still want to say this word, but it's only because of the mutual understanding that we both have. A parasite. It said, source told me that you're a parasite, which is what a narcissist is. You're feeding off of, someone's feeding off of another energy so that they feel a certain way. So let's have fun with this, remember. And I did. I was a parasite. And a parasite feeds off of something. So in my narcissistic relationship, I was feeding off of the love that they were giving me. So the 20% of love that they were giving me and the 80% abuse, I looked over because I was feeding off of the 20% of love that they were giving me. So I would make excuses for them. Well, you know, they do have these great qualities about them. When they are happy, they are so loving, they're so caring. Oh, I see their potential. And so you, again, are holding on to an experience And that is what a parasite does, right? But here's the beautiful realization of that. We don't always have to be a parasite. We have to learn how to feed off of our own energy, our own energy. And so for myself, I had to be open to the fact that I wasn't loving myself, to accept certain behaviors from someone, to accept the way someone would speak to me. That was a reflection of a lack of love I was giving myself. So there we had that one potent realization that this is fun. I'm a parasite, not forever, but I am. And it's okay. And that person is a magnet because like attracts like. So just be willing to explore yourself and release your own chains and your own binds. And that's freedom. That is freedom, my friends. So this isn't about stepping and taking an action of saying, I'm splitting up with you. You know, I'm no longer a parasite. This isn't anything about action. This is all about awareness. So now we can witness ourselves. We can observe our relationships. And when you're at a place of peace and you can actually have the ability to witness yourself without emotions involved, you have clarity and you're able to step into clear decisions, which is where we want to be, clear decision making. And there's a lot of aspects to this, and we're going to continue this video on it. But the first step is becoming aware that like attracts like. And when you're in this narcissistic relationship, if like attracts like, there's a level of narc in us as well. And so be willing to explore yourself through that other person. What am I willing to put up with? Why am I putting up with this? What does that say about me? You know? So after that peace came to me, I'm really thankful because things just changed so quickly for me, for the better. I felt healthier, so much more peace at home. I even secured an at-home job that I always dreamed of. And I promise your life will change for the better when you first have a better relationship with yourself. And it doesn't happen in a second, and that's okay. It's a gradual, step-by-step process. First, we recognize that everything happens through you, not to you. When toxicity shows itself in the form of a relationship, take a step back. Observe the pattern of that behavior that needs to be met with love to overcome it. And understand that that form of abuse, whether it's verbal or physical, it won't be tolerated because your inner being no longer tolerates this. And remember, when you have a beautiful inner relationship, you will attract that very same version of you to you. So, ciao. This is going to wrap it up for today. There's going to be a continuation, a deeper dive into relationships, but this is part 1. And thanks for being here with me.